Hey guys, welcome to this recap for Thursday and taking a look at price action here. And I wanted to show you a little bit information that's on the site and that kind of good stuff. And let's just dig into it. Yesterday's recap on Wednesday was pretty good. We were talking about the gaps that were on our daily support and resistance, and then looking at the triggers as well. So that kind of set you up to kind of understand that. Now, I will say that I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit information that we're going to add to that. We're actually add to the site. It's just going to be need to upload the video so you can walk through it. But it's everything that we show on the recaps all the time. Just maybe if you're not quite sure how something needs to be set up or what it needs to do, you'll now find it. So let me go ahead and jump into the charts right here, and we can start taking a look at a little bit of the price action. And you can see the levels that we put on the chart. You do have your daily support right now, right above the trigger, the breakdown trigger. Now, if you've been paying attention, you realize that, hey, well, if these are flipped, because normally you'll see them on the other side of each other. So normally the daily support is the last line after the price breaks down. So when it's the other way around, typically you're saying that if this goes down, it has free range because there's no daily support isn't there. It had to clear it to get through the breakout. Now, one thing I'll caution you is if you know the information on the gaps, which if you measure the gap like I just measured right now, you're looking for 0.5 to 1.5 is typically what you're looking for on the gap ranges when you're going to look for the highest probability of a trade. You can see this is only 1.3. So the weekly bias right now is down. So it's still pushing down. Now that's our rolling weekly bias. That's a rolling number or rolling indicator. So tomorrow, depending on where price action starts to get to, it may flip bullish for us beforehand. It's not like you have to wait 1 week, goes by. So if you're waiting for next 7 days and say, well, man, the price is going up, but I can't trade it up because the weekly bias is down. So I'm gonna have to wait. No, it's a rolling time frame. So yeah, there's gonna be a couple days where we'll have a transition, but you're not gonna miss out on a whole lot typically during that time. We have the same problem right here. This is a breakout area, but again, this is really tight, really just pretty much sitting on top of each other. So you can just see, look at the grindage today. This is when the price action opened. It came down and did play with this area, but really you just had chop. It came up, it didn't even get to the top of the breakout trigger, and we just grinded. So there really wasn't a whole lot of opportunity for me. I would not trade in between these triggers. You're waiting for movement. You're not waiting to try to take this. This is where grindage happens. This is where you get hurt. This is where a lot of traders lose capital, just because price action really isn't moving. It doesn't really tell you it wants to go up. Doesn't really want to tell you want to go down. So that's what you're really trying to get into, is when the price action is giving you what you want. So I'm gonna, today it was pretty clear. I'm gonna jump over to the site real quick, and we can take a look at that. So I'm on the market radar right here. You can see, you've seen this probably before. We've talked about it now. It's on the site. Market radar, it has it up here in the menu. So you have typically I would say stick to the BTC chart. You can trade right now. We have ETH in here and Solana. You can see that they are starting to move into that bullish, like I was talking about, that rolling. It's actually starting to build. But their parameters are different, and their stops and everything are a little bit different. We're not going to put a lot of effort into that. That's more, definitely, like I said, just more advanced. Right here is talking about that gap I was showing you just a little bit ago. This is always going to be looking to the downside right now because our weekly is bearish. So we're going to be looking for a bearish or a short trade. Now we needed this to be 0.5 or 1.5 to kind of get the primal zone, if you will. If it's less than that, you don't really want to trade it. If it's more than that, it has possibility. It's just that it could have already extended or have already ran the last 24 hours, and it's really not going to move that day. That's just what we have found when you're looking at taking a trade. That's what we're putting together. Now, as you can see here, it turns you down for that. Now, we've talked about copying these buttons and how it all works. And if you're asking yourself like, hey, I don't remember him talking about that. If he clicks on here, you know, in the trade, it's not giving us a trade because there isn't one today, obviously, because it's less than 0.5. So that's why it's giving us the death zone. So it's just pretty much saying that, you know, you trade at your own risk. You can do whatever you really decide you want to do. Just FYI, this is just we just back tested and found those are the best parameters. Now, you can see this is telling you kind of like step 1, step 2, step 3 as you walk through this pattern. We've talked about this as well. But what I want to point out really is this little Academy guide over here. If you click on it, it pops up. We're actually putting these videos in. You'll probably see them in the next day or two. There will be videos in here that you'll be able to click on and watch. Really what it's doing is walking through kind of how to read the radar, where to click the buttons, where to put the information in there, really just how to set up the charts. If you watch these videos on the recaps, if you watch the live, we're always showing this. This is the system. Once you kind of learn it, it's like anything. It's very wash, rinse, and repeat. Very simple. Now, there's never going to be a guarantee in anything when you trade. You can really everything that we give is just educational purposes and help you out as a trader. You need to take your own risk and make your own decisions. That's up to you. No one's telling you to do anything here, actually. So I will throw that out there. But with our system and what we're doing, we have back tested it, and that's kind of what we're showing you is the highest probability. I'm not saying it's going to actually work out every time. I know it won't work out every time. And a lot of times it's because of user error. So that's why nobody can ever claim anything. But if you want to understand what we're doing, and if you want to look at it and see to incorporate into something that you're doing, we're trying to put the best package together to help you out. Now, the last thing I'll point out here is to download the master SOP, the standard operating procedure. It is a PDF, so if you click on it, it'll actually download the document. You can save it on your computer, you could print it out, whatever you want. Of course, it's going to let you know that, hey, this is just you at your own risk. So this isn't any advice or anything on trying to gain anything financially. But this is the process, the highest probability that we've seen in charts if you're really going to analyze the trades and that kind of stuff. So this is just a written SOP on how to analyze everything and what the gaps are. It does give you the actual gap and data as well on ETH and Solana. You can see that the gaps are different, right? So like yesterday's trade, if you go back and watch yesterday's recap, we did talk about the gap on Solana, and it actually played out. It was at 1.98, which fell right into this range. So definitely could have taken a look at that trade. Now this walks you through on basic entry if you want to take a look at that. As well, there's videos that we put on that as well, and then the page 4 is just kind of telling you a little bit about what we've seen in our back testing. Again, doesn't mean it's going to guarantee anything for you. It's just kind of showing you the high probability. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are definitely going to be the better days typically, and then Friday and Monday are usually your lower days, and definitely Monday is typically the worst day to trade, which is standard in any trading. So that is about it. Let's go ahead and go back up to the charts again here. And where we're kind of watching, we're still mainly just watching if we can get above that 71,000. And until then, we're just kind of in a grinding state. Really want to start to see it hit back up in that area. Otherwise, we could see possible rejection. So we'll just have to watch and see. So, all right, guys, I will leave you to it. Go ahead and check out the site if you want to get the levels put on your charts. Learn some system is the biggest thing that we're always going to talk about. That's one thing that I would say if you really want to become successful, really at anything, but mainly this for sure, is create consistency, that everything that you do, when you see it, you execute in it. And take advantage of it. It's no different than when you're in business and you have a service, or if you have a product that you're selling. There's always risk in that as much as anything else that you do. The guarantee is the trust, right? That's what you trust. You trust your product, you trust your service, you trust your system that you created in whatever you're doing, and then you hold yourself with measuring tools or key performance indicators or whatever you decide to do. You hold yourself accountable to that, and that's how you build or change your success. in that area to improve your sell. So obviously, when a lot of times you'll hear someone that is buying and selling product, they'll tell you you actually make your money when you buy the product, not when you're selling it. It's the same thing when you have your service. You work on the process, you work on the pricing on the back end, and then you go out and execute on the front end. But really, all that hard work on the back end is what made you success on the front end. So it doesn't ever go backward either. And same with when you're looking at charts and taking advantage of that as well. It's when you have a solid system that you can trust in and you do it every single time is when you see success in trading. And you're always analyzing, like these recaps that I do. That's really analyzing price action. So was today a successful day? Yes. Did you take a trade? No. But it's successful because we followed the system. And the system said, today is not a trade day. It really is right at the beginning of the day. It said, close your laptop and go do something else. So that's exactly what you should do. That's exactly what it's telling you. It's not worth trading. And it's like I said, it's telling you that by the market opens at 7:30 Central Standard Time for us. That's 8:30 Eastern Time, which when the New York futures open up. By 8 o'clock, everything is basically given to us. We have our 30-minute high and low. We have our triggers. We have our daily support and resistance. All that's figured out. And then you already pretty much have a trade for the day. So really all you're waiting for, like in our case, is you want to wait for the New York Stock actual exchange, the bell that a lot of people know it rings, which is you're waiting for typically it'll ring at 9:30. Well, it does ring at 9:30 Eastern Time. For me, that would be 8:30 Central Time. So I'm usually waiting about that 15 minutes after that bell rings to kind of see how price action is going to interact. And then I'm starting to really start to dig in and look at taking a trade opportunity. So really, you're looking at within that first hour or so of the market opening, all back in here. I already have all my lines. I already have all my decision making going on. And I'm going to start looking executing in the next 2 hours. So that's about it. That's the system. Make it simple for yourself. But I'll go ahead and leave you guys to it. We'll see you on Friday's recap, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.